Hi, I'm Mark Gaylor for markgaylor.com, and what I have here today is the Sigma 150 to 600mm zoom lens. Now this is the sports version. There's two versions. There's the sports and then there's the contemporary. This is the better well built one. It's the all metal construction. You've also got the contemporary, which is a good deal lighter and a little bit cheaper as well. Okay, I was really quite keen to test these lenses out, and the little magic ingredient that really was drawing me to this particular lens was the MC11 adapter that allows this Canon mount Sigma lens to come onto the A7 E-mount bodies. Okay, now we don't yet have a really long telephoto zoom in the alpha range, so that was another reason I wanted to test this. And what the MC11 adapter does is it retains IAF, and more importantly for a sports wildlife lens, it also supports lock-on AF. This is the ability to designate or lock on to a particular subject in the viewfinder and then have the camera track that in the frame. Okay, this produces much more reliable results than just using continuous autofocus and maybe a center or full screen focus area. Okay, so I've tested this lens. I've got some really quite impressive results. I was looking at two areas of interest mainly. One, the ability to lock on and track, but also its ability to render sharp images. Now, in the sharpness stakes, this lens is excellent. Okay, this lens is sharp, wide open. At the 600mm zoom end, we've got a maximum aperture of 6.3, so it really does need to be sharp at wide open, and it delivers sharpness in spades. If you follow the link below this movie, you'll go through to a gallery of 4K examples and also some full resolution images. So how sharp is sharp? Well, I'll let you make your minds up on that one. For me, as I said, the hero in this is the MC11 adapter. Because it does retain lock-on AF and IAF, then this opens up a whole range of Sigma lenses. Now, I'm pretty much a native E-mount lens user, because I can't imagine ever letting go of both of those features. The IAF at wide apertures is really a fabulous feature for these alpha E-mount cameras. It does allow us to get a really high hit rate when working at wide apertures. I've proven this with the 85-1.4 wide open, especially on the A7R2 and the A6300, which has lock-on AF in AFC mode. Okay, so we can just hold down the lock-on eye autofocus, and even if the subject moves, it's going to track that eye in the face. Okay, so I'm really impressed with this lens. Obviously this particular zoom lens isn't going to be for everyone. As you can see, I've got it here mounted on a small tripod, but when I was out in the field, if you're planning on doing more than half a dozen shots, you're going to be looking for somewhere to put your elbow down on to support the weight of this lens, or you're going to be using a monopod, and typically that's what I was doing. I was using a monopod, and that allowed me then to track the camera and follow the subject. Okay, this sports lens comes in at like 3 kilos, so it's probably twice as much as a 70-400 zoom lens. So again, you're going to have to want that extra focal range. But until we get more lenses that can directly compete with this lens, this Sigma lens is pretty much standing out there by itself. I have to thank DigiDirect for lending me both the lens and the MC11 adapter. The adapter does have a USB port where you can upgrade it to the latest firmware. As I said, it's probably not as fast to lock on and reliable as maybe the 70-200 Sony F4. Now that is quite an impressive lens to lock on and track. I did lock on maybe 50% of the time, first hit, but in low ambient light it can struggle. So things aren't yet perfect, but as I said, I can't really nitpick too much with this lens. because it is standing out there by itself at the moment. Okay, so take a look at the examples. You can see that I've got some really impressive results with this lens, and if you're going out there on safari, then this may be well a lens that you decide to take with you. Just don't forget the monopod. Okay, cheers. I'm Mark Ayler for markaylor.com.